Best day ever. Best day ever.
Back, and now look at Megan. The company,
STM.
and now look at her wig. Yeah, so there's we're gonna be showing this palm tree a lot, so keep your eyes out for it.
You don't need to know what this is for yet, but
Look, even our nails match.
for
So
something
yeah.
awesome. Look at Justin and I.
Manifesting money.
Palm tree life.
The mayor did say we should ask our boss for more money, so.
Where are you going? We're on a boat. Episode 9.
Let's go.
Understanding
Crypto charts.
patterns and charts in crypto.
I did not understand them before this episode, so God bless you,
Well,
Megan.
so there's a lot. There's a lot to be said about like understanding.
Yes, and we'll get into that, but the first thing to tell you, it's not as intimidating as it seems. That was the first thing that I realized. So bear
So-
with us. We're having inclement weather issues again today.
It's beautiful. It's just a little windy.
This is called swamp.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about that today. But obviously, we have to get the champagne thing going. I think we're gonna have to pop the champagne,
Okay.
pour it, chug it, because we had an incident last episode with a spill in the wind.
Yeah, I don't want to smell like tequila again, even though you wiped it up with your shirt. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna do a champagne shoot. Is that what it's called?
A champagne
Shoot a
shooter.
champagne flute. There's it.
Shoot a champagne flute on Spill in the NFT. Okay, Kayla.
Where's Kayla when you need her?
Kayla's in this pink dress, like a goddess.
Oh my gosh, this girl, man. Look at her.
Look at her.
Supermodels on board, everyone.
Okay, you guys hold that. And another champagne.
She's an expert now.
Luminata. Yeah.
Per usual.
Our favorite.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right. When life gives you lemons, you go to Limonada
Limonada.
and drink champagne.
You know, that was my Halloween costume one year. I
What?
would just go around and I wear a name tag that said life and I would just give people lemons. It was brilliant.
That's.
Let me know if you want to drop a picture in here.
Yeah. No. Please. The cork was a paid actor.
So close to my head. It's this kind of day, guys. This is why we're chugging it today.
Oh my god.
It's like I felt the wind. No, we gotta be careful. Herwig, do we have health insurance?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Warm.
Wow. Might have been.
What do we say about live rounds on set?
Facts. Where's Kyle when you need him?
Oh god.
All right. Woo. Well, cheers to Kayla's health and safety.
Now that we're all awake, cheers to kids. We almost had an incident.
That is good.
Oh god, Jess went a little faster than me. You still got a sliver there.
Oh, gosh. I was hoping she wouldn't see that. Isn't that what you do?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, understanding patterns and charts in crypto. We've all seen, all the stock charts and the green and the red. Remember a couple episodes I told you like that Kava. Love you. That Kava bar that I go and work out of. They literally one of their TVs is just like the charts and the trends because that's what everybody's talking about. So, reading these cryptocurrency charts are essential for traders to find the best opportunities in the market and to develop a technical analysis that can help investors identify market trends and predict future price movements of an asset. So they've been doing this for years. This goes back to the stock market, and before the stock market, it goes back to other things, which we don't have to get into right now, but
So
they've been doing it for years.
yeah, and this is just in general, like you can predict via these
trends.
Via these like trends, anything that has historical data associated with it, you can end as an asset. You can technically be like, let me, apply these. So, anyways,
and collecting that data over time helps you understand the supply, the demand of a certain asset, and also that'll help you understand future price changes. So, like, everything goes hand in hand. They say history repeats itself, so let's study history.
Yeah, so I guess to begin, there are two kind of terms that are frequently used, and I feel like they're, just to get them understood, there's bullish and there's bearish. Bullish refers to an upward price movement, and bearish is downward price movement. So bullish, to remember these, I have these like tricks. Bullish, think of pushed upwards, pushing the assets upwards, like a bull, like charging. And bearish is like stomped on or clawed. So bearish is like movement down, and
like
bullish is movement up.
I like that.
Because I used to get them mixed up a lot, and yeah. So these crypto charts monitor, market movements, the bullish and the bearish moments, and then obviously there's associations like, are you buying in a bullish or are you buying in a bearish market? That's what they mean. So, but with that being said, there's also technical analysis. So it was first introduced by Charles Dow, the founder and editor of Wall Street Journal and the co-founder of Dow Jones and Company. Dow was responsible for the creation of the first stock index, which was the Dow Jones Transportation Index.
Wait, is this where the name Dow got its name from?
Yes.
Because these are two different Dows, so maybe we should put a little pop-up down here. The last episode was Dow, D-A-O, and this one is Dow, D-O-W.
Yes,
So-
totally different.
But were they inspired by each other?
Oh, no.
Huh,
No, they're not. Dow is just, in this sense, is a person.
Right.
And our last episode, Dow was, it stood for decentralized autonomous organization. So two separate DAOs. This is a person, and the last one was just a business type of organization via the blockchain.
Right.
But anyways, so I only mentioned Charles Dow because he kind of set the framework for how we're analyzing, currencies, and now we use them in cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, and this helps traders, like I said, evaluate price trends and patterns on charts to find good trading opportunities. And they'll usually do this kind of studying and consulting of crypto patterns and crypto charts when they're trying to invest things for their clients, or when people that are really into crypto, I see very few people actually looking at those charts and analyzing them. So the guy I have someone that manages my money, and he's always looking at these charts. He's always making predictions based off them, and they're pretty accurate, I have to say. It's pretty interesting. But
So there's, when we say, do your research, make your own decisions when it comes to cryptocurrency and investing.
always, this is not financial advice.
So there's technical analysis, and then there's fundamental analysis. So fundamental analysis is the study of financial information affecting an asset's price to predict its potential growth. So this can be used for a company's shares. It can be used for industry performance, earnings, value, brand value. It's just a look in to see, the potential of value of an asset.
Stocks, futures, commodities, currencies, cryptocurrencies, all of them fall under this. So it's pretty interesting because, everyone's like that. I have people DM me all the time like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, there's too much risk involved in crypto. All right, well, if you want to take the risk out of your investment, study these charts.
So technical analysis look into price movements,
Yes.
and they help investors make informed decisions like when to buy, what the target price is.
Right.
And fundamental analysis looks into strategy, determining an asset's worth and approaching it with, trading signals, when to maximize profit. So those are the two technical versus fundamental analysis. When it comes to investing and trading. So
yeah, that is a good breakdown, actually. I like that.
should we talk about market trends then?
Yeah, let's talk about so there's 3 market trends. And okay, so the first one is the culmination phase for a bull market and a distribution phase for a bear market. So during this phase, smart traders understand a new trend is starting and will either accumulate ahead of upward movement or distribute ahead of a downward direction movement. So basically a trend. This is your Shiba coin and that kind of thing. This is just a trend that is going to
Those
boom.
Those are totally different though. Like, I want to say like meme coins are totally different. They don't.
Oh, sorry, that's not a good example.
Like they just act with no regard to the market.
Okay,
and that's
fair
why
enough.
it's kind of
Yeah.
interesting. Is that like cryptocurrency? Yes, they do utilize these tips and tricks, but they can, like Shiba coin, be totally unpredictable.
Yeah.
And I mean, any investment can be totally unpredictable, but we're just seeing with cryptocurrency, and that's where it kind of gets its crazy reputation, is like there are projects out there that will have no indicators, nothing. It's just like, it's fueled by social media. I'm even seeing companies where they're like
Yeah.
doing this, they're forming this new form of investment analysis called social reading. I don't know if that's a technical term
Interesting.
for it, but they aggregate data off of social media to see what projects people are talking about, you know, how many people are talking about the projects via Twitter, Instagram. They are doing all of this like social analysis tracking, and then people are investing based off of social, almost like, you know, mentions.
Social opinions.
It's crazy. That's how influential like social media is
Oh,
these days.
social media is huge. You know, everyone makes fun of the influencers, but we are all being influenced. If you're on social media, you're being influenced. So
even
I guess a better use of this first phrase then, let's say cryptocurrency, because everyone, like, it kind of boomed at the beginning. Bitcoin was like, but cryptocurrency as a whole, you know, smart traders knew that something new was beginning, and they didn't know which way it was going to go, and when the up would stop or when the down would stop. All right, so yeah, there's three types of market trends. The first phase is accumulation phase for the bull market and a distribution phase for the bear market. So during this phase, smart traders know that something is starting and either accumulate ahead of the upward movement or distribute ahead of the downward direction movement. So this is like when a trend first takes off, and you know, the group of people that see the progress in it. So probably the first investors of Bitcoin.
Yeah, so, and keep in mind, these can be trends, like, these market trends can be seen across various time frames. But for this instance, we'll say, okay, the start of crypto, people started realizing something's here.
Yeah, and some people were like, I was just on Megan, I had a friend, one night we had a bottle of wine, we sat there and watched her Bitcoin go up, go up, go up. She made 30 grand that night, never invested again. So she made her money and got out. So I would say like that was that. She knew she could do that once and it probably wouldn't happen again.
Yeah, and starts don't have to be that dramatic. They can be less dramatic, but that's a great example for cryptocurrency, at least. Like, we've seen the trends have been a little bit crazier, like the profits
Shiba
have
and
been
all those,
different.
yeah.
So the second phase is called public participation phase, the wider market.
Yeah, everyone starts jumping. Your mother's asking
wider
about
market,
it.
The wider market realizes there's a new primary trend, and people either start buying more assets to take advantage of an upward movement, or they start selling to, you know, escape losses in a downward movement.
Right.
So the second phase, you typically see prices increase rapidly or decrease rapidly. And this could be, you know, this is almost right now. We're going through this right now for cryptocurrency. We saw Bitcoin plummet. People said at the end of 2021, it was going to reach $100,000. And we actually saw it hit $40,000. Like, it dropped like crazy. People started selling, but then other people started buying like crazy. They said, this is the dip. We're going to buy. This is a bull. We're going to buy in this bear market to be bullish, in hopes that, you know, at the end, which Jesse's going to say part 3 of this phase, people are going to try and reap the rewards of buying low and then, you know, selling high.
Yeah, the final phase it's called the excess phase during bull markets and the panic phase during bear markets. So I would say that that's kind of where we're at now. We, you know, our cryptocurrencies, now it's getting regulated. Less people are like, oh, I can get a quick win, you know, and we're seeing a lot of red. So I think there is a lot. I don't know about you, but a lot of the people I talk to right now are trying to sell, and I'm like, no, this is when you buy. But this is the panic phase. No one knows, and this is where what's going to happen next with crypto. So the serious investors will invest for the long term, and I think the trendy investors will kind of wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, and I think this is goes to show like just a little bit about everybody's trading preferences.
Absolutely,
like,
absolutely,
you know,
yeah.
I like holding now. People like selling now because they think it's going to keep decreasing, and then a lot of people are buying now.
Yeah.
So
this is market participants understand at this phase they sell in anticipation or they buy in anticipation. So I'm buying in anticipation of, you know, all these regulations and things being put in place, thinking that this is the future, because I think it is.
It's
But
also crazy. I don't know if you on social media lately, there's just been so many people like, I see just the two ends of it.
Yeah.
You see people saying, this is the end of cryptocurrency, etc. And then on the opposite end, you have people saying like, oh my gosh, everything's on sale. What are we buying today? And it's, just all over the map. So that's when we
I get
say
DMs
do your
every
own
day,
research.
every day saying, I don't know why you're talking about crypto. This is the end of it, and nothing's going to happen. I'm like, okay, that's your opinion.
Right.
So, yeah, do your own research on that, and put your money in things you believe in. I believe in my cryptocurrencies. You know what I mean?
So do your research.
Yeah.
Check out your, do your analysis and make educated decisions.
So reading crypto trends and crypto patterns are actually pretty in depth. So we just kind of wanted to like phase over the surface of it. We're gonna dive deep into this a little bit more at another time. But we wanted to encourage you not only to look at them, but like, start doing your own research on this, because everything that I thought was overwhelming or I couldn't understand it or, this just isn't for me.
So yeah,
a little bit of research, a couple questions, and I'm like, wait a minute, I get this.
I feel like this is a nice start. Understanding bullish, understanding bearish, understanding technical analysis.
Yeah. None of this is new. This is all from the stock market too.
Understanding fundamental analysis. Understanding target prices to buy, target prices to sell, and then also understanding where the market stands.
Right.
That's, I think, the key here is, what market are we in? What am I comfortable with doing with my money? Do I want to take a more bullish or a more bearish approach? Buying low, selling high, or just kind of like securing more, say, for cryptocurrency's sake. Like, I think the solid buy would be like Bitcoin. People are like, that's the longevity.
Yeah, that's me. I have set it up so like I have a monthly investment in that, but I believe in Bitcoin. I have an end game, so for me, I'm investing in my future by doing that, and I don't feel bad about it at all. I like it. It's exciting.
Yeah, and I think something like that people do a lot is like, okay, when Bitcoin is at this price, I want to buy because that's where I feel comfortable, because I then foresee in like a technical analysis, kind of like this is where it's going to be, and that's when you might sell or have your plan be that way. Obviously not financial advice, but that's, I think, how people really get into trading is understanding the market, setting their goals where they're comfortable at, buying and selling, and then seeing where your portfolio goes.
Yeah. I watch the Security Token Show, and I find the little updates because they talk about everything in the industry. And then that kind of I use that as my own market research as well, because they go over market industry updates, and they talk about what's happening. They're trying to regulate crypto now, so they talk about that often. And they talk about the newest things. So.
We got to have Sam Sachs on once to give us like a true market update. If
you didn't follow him on Instagram, you need to do that now. But yes, we will get him on here. He's like the Miami Mad Money. That's what I want to say.
He is the official market update aficionado.
Yeah.
Screaming
and his
camera.
style is Miami AF. It is pretty dope.
The best.
Yeah.
And maybe we can have Peter Gaffney, head of research at Security Token Advisors.
Okay, no one makes documents or does research like this man, ever. Like, he's a Virgo through and through, and he is just one of the smartest people I've ever met. So yeah. Let's get Mr. Gaffney on here. Maybe he'll rap for us too.
Oh gosh.
He loves pushing P.
We have a few rap fans in the office.
Awesome. Well, again, we are still in the middle of our giveaway. So if you're not already following us on Instagram, I think we have one more week of giving away NFTs, and then we're going to switch over to one of our friends, John Pittman, and he is going to be doing a giveaway for his show, Open Tab, and we're going to have him come bartend on the Meta Yacht for us next week. So think like Annie Cohen, What Happens Live, but like Jessica Megan style.
We need help, John. We're just over here with a few bottles of tequila and champagne, just straight.
Yeah, we have a bottle girl. We have a bar. We just need you now. What's he gonna make for us? Something
I want
fancy.
An old fashioned.
Nah, I want something fancy and girly. So yeah, we're gonna have John Pittman there, Open Tab. And yeah, so we'll see you next week with our own onboard bartender.
See you for, oh man, was this unbuttoned the whole time? Maybe. See you for episode 10, double digits.
Oh, we made it. My favorite episode ever.
Cut. Oh God.